Greetings, citizens. Just the guys arrived, and this it's been a while since I've had to quote unquote do one of these videos. But I got thoughts. I got feelings. I got feelings and thoughts. Okay. You've read the title. You know what I have to say here. This is really, literally off the cuff. This is not planned at all. But if you haven't read the title for whatever reason, or I didn't name it what I wanted to name it, basically, why are people who don't like Danganronpa V3's ending? Why are they so stupid? Is what I'm getting at here. Which is, I admit, this is pretty aggressive for me. But hear me out. Hear me out. Why is the question that I have for you? Because, like, admittedly, I will admit, I have been largely divorced from the fandom and the discourse. I do not know the specifics, okay? So maybe it is not fair of me to say something like why. Maybe the reason they don't like it isn't what I suspect the reason is, which is that it was, you know, a reality TV show that because my guess is, and because I realize this as I'm, you know, saying this, I could look like a tremendous jackass right now if I'm wrong in my assumption of why people don't like the ending, which is my assumption, that is that everything was not real, that it was all games, it was all... Sorry, my dog. I'm, like I said, doing this off the cuff. The girl, go, thank you. Anyway, that the previous games in particular were not canon, I guess. They were all fake. That was all reality. Well, no, those, as I recall, were games. It was the later entries that we never actually see that were reality TV show. Anyway, that's not the point. Point is, why are you stupid? And why am I asking why are you stupid? Because here's the thing. That changes nothing. That, I mean, sorry, let me explain myself here. If this was scripted, it's probably a little better, but I'm just kind of annoyed and feeling like vomiting some words at you, so I apologize. Only a little. I don't apologize for calling you stupid, because after hearing about how terrible V3 was for maybe years, I played it, was like, holy shit, this is fucking incredible. Like, oh my god. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the hate. I genuinely don't get the hate. It was so perfectly Danganronpa. Like, oh my god. Unlike the anime. Like oh my god. Like, unlike the anime, which shares the number 3 with V3. Anyway, I digress. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that very briefly, the anime did nothing that Danganronpa 0 didn't do better. And anyway, that's not the point. I'm like I said, rambling. So I apologize. So look, why it doesn't matter. What do I mean it doesn't matter? Simply put, it is not like they're going back to those games and saying, hey, they're not real. Yes, in the context of V3, and God, I hope I'm not the first person to say this. I mean, I feel like they said this in the game itself almost, but look, yes, in the context of V3, which was, remember, the last Danganronpa. Sorry, dog again. Yes, that stuff wasn't real, but that has nothing to do... Yeah, I mean, yes, it has to do with Danganronpa in that it is the next Danganronpa, but that does not change that in the context of those stories, they are real. It's like, did you think they were real before Danganronpa V3? Like, what the hell? Does them being not real within a story suddenly change anything? Like, I kind of hope I just get comments saying, hey, you stupid dumb moron, we didn't like the villain, we thought this jumped the shark, we thought this. And please, I would actually really love for a bunch of comments to shit on me, for lack of a better term, telling me I have no idea what I'm talking about. Because I mean, I acknowledged at the beginning I have no idea what I'm talking about, and this is literally coming in the middle of the night. It's almost midnight out of goddamn nowhere. But yeah, like, yeah, in the context of V3, for V3's cast and the story of V3, not The Kamen Rider V3. Yeah, I mean, obviously you know that, but sorry, that was a dumb joke to try to slip in. I apologize again. Apologize. Yes, in the context of V3, two V3's characters. Maybe. I mean, even then, it's still kind of left open at the at the end, because for all you know, it's just that a lunatic bullshitting you, which is kind of the case with, or at least it was the case with Danganronpa 1, the first game. 2 was kind of more of a direct sequel kind of deal, but the first game very much left that last, twist. Is the world fucked or is it not? We didn't know until sequels and later stuff, for sure. Because I mean, when you get down to it, the first game was really just an analogous, an allegory, whatever you want to call it, for the high school experience. You make friends, you lose friends, and at the end you graduate, yada yada, blah blah blah. And then as the series went on, it kind of separated itself from that a little. Anyway, not the point. The point is, yes, in V3, even to the context of V3, maybe it was all real, or maybe it wasn't all real. That's irrelevant. When you go back and play 2, it's as real as it was before V3 came out. Within the context of Danganronpa. Was it called any? There was no letters before V3. I don't think there was. It's been a while. But yeah. Goodbye Despair, blah blah blah, Vacation, blah 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 blah. Misa gave them funky titles, I think. They were just super. I don't know. I'm rambling. Like I said, this is just me rambling with a provocative YouTube title. Wah! Look. I don't get it. This is one of those cases where I genuinely did not get it coming out of that game. Let me be real with you. I did not get it coming out of that game. I didn't. I did not. I went in that game not having been spoiled, mind you, but having no clue as to what was going to happen. This is what is not being spoiled, but having no expectations except, okay, I'm gonna hate this, and I didn't hate it. So maybe I'm biased. Maybe you can TLDR. Oh well, you liked it, so blah 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 blah. You're not. It's not that we're stupid. You're stupid. You like to eat dog shit, which is whatever. I mean, maybe I do. I my visuals, my model is based off a show for children. That's not to say it's dog shit. I'm just saying, that is the media I consume. What am I suing? I don't know. Fuck off. Fuck off me trying to be. Why am I trying to be diplomatic? Fuck you. Fuck you. It was a great ending. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck off. You know what? Yeah, fuck off. I shouldn't post this. I shouldn't post this. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this before I go to bed even. I shouldn't. It would be a terrible idea for me to. But I'm gonna. Yeah. Look, I get why the initial reaction might have... Again, mind you, this is all me not actually knowing why people hate it. If it even is the majority reaction. But I kind of got the vibe even before I played it that it was. When really the hate should all be placed towards the anime for when they could have just animated Danganronpa 0 and everything would have been fine. Like that shit... That's the shit you want. Sorry, I have strong opinions about that. Anyway, I'm going to upset my dog and have to cut this short. I know I am. Oh, geez. Anyway. Look. It was a good ending. They wanted to end it. It was good. I mean... Like, fuck, man. It was a good game. It had good characters. I mean, some more good than others, and if I would bother, I'd put images up of who I mean. You can decide for yourself who I mean, if you want, and we don't have to argue about that one. However, if you think Oma was a bad character, you're wrong. You're wrong about that. I mean, great character. Great character. One of my favorites in the franchise, even. Good character. But that's not the point. Do I even have a point except to just, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a point. If you're watching this, tell me, actually. You know what? Maybe we can open a dialogue here. Let's try that. You know what? Let's try that. Let's open a dialogue. Maybe this will maybe even inspire me to replay V3 and see your perspective. I realize my plan was to title this video, People Who Hate Danganronpa V3 Are Stupid, or something to that effect. However, as I've just been rambling like a jackass, and perhaps even presented myself as a jackass and made no coherent points whatsoever, if you want to tell me why people don't like it, maybe I'll see your point of view. If I'm not even aware, like maybe people just hate some of the characters. I know there is that, one character in the third trial, which you could argue is kind of, the killer, and that one, there's that one who, and there was some things, but when you then, with the, why am I acting like I've been talking about the ending when I'm then getting vague about who I mean. I don't know. Hi, sweetie. She's like, why are you doing this to it in the middle of the night? I'm trying to sleep. Hi, sweetie. Look. If you can't tell, for goodness sakes, look at this model. I like Danganronpa a lot. I think third one was great. So yeah, I'm biased, but I was open to hating it. Don't get me wrong. I was super open to hating it. I just don't see it. And if it is because, oh no, it's not real. Did you not play it? The game address, everything, because everything that happens in 3 is real as far as the characters of 3 are concerned. And then as far as the characters of not 3 are concerned, they're not in 3. 3 is not that kind of sequel. Like, it's like, you'll have fucking, what's it called? I haven't started watching this yet. Jujutsu Kaisen? In Jujutsu Kaisen, they reference Digimon. It's like being mad that in Jujutsu Kaisen, Digimon is not real. And that somehow negates the existence of Digimon. It's like, what? No. Or how, I think only in the dub, speaking of Digimon, in Digimon Tamers, the previous shows were just shows. Like, no. In the context of those previous things, those are still those things. Those stories still matter. It's an insult to those authors to think this later twists somehow magically negates that. That's not how it works. That wasn't their intention, and they literally, that was the whole point of the ending. Like, the whole game. I mean, the whole game. What is truth? What is lies? Lies, deceit. Do you believe? Do you not believe? Are you going to trust this? Are you not? It doesn't matter. They go into this whole thing about how it doesn't matter if we're not real people. Like, that's why I kind of hope I'm going to get comments. I mean, I don't normally get comments. I am a rather small YouTuber, as you can tell. I kind of hope I'm going to get comments from people be like, no, we just thought the villain sucked. Or, we thought this was cringe, and I'm hoping against hope that it is actually that I am wrong, and there is some other reason that I've completely overlooked that people hate it. Like, maybe people just really hate Kibo for some reason. I don't know. I'm just a guy. Anyway, I'm out of things to say. This was, like I said, totally came out of nowhere. I think my dog is gonna... Okay, she's actually going to sleep. If I had more to say, I'd keep talking. She's a good girl. Yeah, you are. Anyway. Look. If you hate it, at least the series gave you that feeling. That's how I see it. As a would-be, want-to-be author. If you evoke that kind of emotion out of your audience, you still reach them in some way. So, I guess in that respect, it's still a win for Danganronpa. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a guy. Thanks for watching, citizens. Be sure to like and subscribe. No, why would you do that? If anything, I suspect there's going to be some unsubscribes from this video. I don't know. Do whatever you want, man. This has been me. This is just a guy. And until next time, whenever I do another one of these, I'm afraid this is gonna have to be farewell.